My brother, my sister, I know exactly how you're feeling. That feeling that sits over your chest that makes you wanna distract yourself constantly. You know, that feeling that creates excuses for passions that align with you. That feeling that justifies other people's bullshit opinions. It's fear. It's literally just fear. But I've got great news for you. It's not real. Or it doesn't have to be part of your reality at least. You see, my issue with fear is that for me, it's just been created by other people. You know, whenever I think about fear, you know, or when I want to do something that aligns with me, the first feeling I get is like, oh, what is someone gonna say? What are people gonna say about me? You know, what's the perception gonna be? You know, like that's the first thing I think of. And now when I think about that, it's like, okay, where are those perceptions coming from people? Why do people think that my world has to be in this certain way? Why do I have to live in this certain way? Oh, because they've been told this by the people. Who are these people that have been telling all these people that we're to live in this way? Clearly people that are controlling people, you know, and the people that have done this, like, they've created reality for us. It's been created. It's not a real thing. Things were not like this before. It's not a real thing. This is not nature. This is not the true being of, you know, us as humans. It's not. These things have been created around us. These pressures, these expectations for us, they're not real. So if something isn't real, why are you abiding by it? That's my issue. We feel like as humans, we have to abide by all these things. I always say that it's possible for yourself to remove yourself from these things. Remove yourself from this reality that we live in and the expectations that have been put on us as a society. You know, it's always possible. Another thing I think of is when you want to create excuses for yourself, you know? Think about why you start creating excuses for yourself, you know? If you want to go record in public, oh no, maybe people are gonna, you know, do this or say this. Bro, you're just, it's constantly going back to the same thing of people have been fed so many things, you know? And it's just bullshit that they've been getting fed. Like, none of this shit is real around us, bro. You cannot believe everything that you see around us. Like, you cannot, bro. Like, it's literally, these things have been put in place, you know, these expectations for us, these rules, all these things to prevent you from literally going to find yourself, you know. They've created this fear in us that when you start to do things good for yourself, you literally, that feeling of fear is a physical thing, man. It's not just a mental, no, it's a physical feeling that you feel. You know, your body reacts to fear, you know, your heart starts to race. You know, my heart starts literally to feel like compressed, like pushed down. You know, that's how it feels. It's a real thing, bro. It's now been so, like, you know, all these things around us to prevent you from finding yourself, man, to create that fear in you where when you want to start something, you're like, bro, but fuck. What is this person gonna say, man? Nobody's fucking opinion matters, bro. You know, I'll think about the day when I first, you know, I started school, when I was finishing school. And I had to choose, bro. Like, it was a period of me trying to choose whether I'm gonna go to school or not. Bro, I remember I was trying to look at uni options, bro. There was nothing I wanted to do, bro, nothing. Subjects-wise, I couldn't find anything that I actually enjoyed, you know? There's a few things, yeah, maybe I was kind of good at because of practice, though. And I really started my brand and my brother's called R&R. And, you know, my brother, Lukona, he went to a meeting, like, for our brand with a business. And, bro, like, it instantly, like, in my mind, I was like, bro, you know what, fuck this thing, bro. Like, there was so much fear originally, like, yo, bro, like, oh, I don't know what people are gonna say, literally, like, my grandparents, and I shout out to my grandparents, dog, like, you know, shout out. But, you know, what are my grandparents are gonna say? What are people gonna think of me when I'm taking this route that I'm taking right now? Bro, look where I am now, bro. I see how much growth I've made just in this last year and a half. I mean, mentally and physically, you know what I'm saying? Like, but mentally, physically, Just the amount of growth I've made, bro. And that was because, number one, choosing myself and not letting that fear kind of factor in on my choice, bro. Like when I saw my brother go to that meeting for our brand and I saw the people he was with, I was like, fuck, bro, like, man, fuck everything else. You know, when something really aligns with you, you just have to say fuck everything else. Like you have to say fuck everything else. You have to say, man, it's all about me. Again, this is my movie, my documentary, my series. This is all about me at the end of the day. So, and another thing, like, it's you have to always choose yourself, man. Like fear, literally, is because you're not choosing yourself. You're so constantly worried about what other people are gonna say. You're not choosing yourself at the end of the day. That's the issue. That's where the problem begins. So, yeah, bruh, it's about fear, man, and not letting it control you, man. And something that I also want to tell you guys is how I kind of worked over it, and it was through meditation, man. Meditation and mindfulness. What I do every night, I try to, at least every night and every morning, I try to meditate, you know. For 5 minutes, I breathe in deeply, literally like this. Hold it. And breathe out. For 5 minutes, bro. And then after that 5 minutes, you literally have a conversation with fear. You speak to it and tell it, I'm not you, you're not a part of me. You don't have control over me. You do not determine what decisions I'm gonna make. You know, I'm gonna determine the decisions I make. This is my decision. I'm not gonna allow you to control my life. You know? You have a conversation with it. Bro, being at a higher frequency, you have conversations with energies. You know, people are energies around us. Don't let that fucking confuse your mind that these people at the end of the day, they're energies around us at the end of the day. Don't let that confuse your mind. You know, everyone is an energy. You're having conversations with different energies. Who says that now this fear, this sadness that you feel, this depression, who said you can't have a conversation with this energy inside of you? Where is it coming from? From external factors. What are humans? These are different energies. They're external factors to your life. Shit, I'm cooking, bro. Bros, guys. Like fear, man, it's there, but it doesn't have to control you. It doesn't have to be part of you. You know, recently, I just remember now, I posted my first head talking video on Instagram. I posted like a dope a story on my Instagram, and it was about like my whiteboard, and I just wrote down a few notes. And after looking at it, bro, like I had this feeling of like just a lot of vibrations coming out of me, like, and kind of feeling like, damn, like I'm really finding myself. And once I started feeling that feeling, I just took out my camera, put it on my laptop, I started recording myself. I've never done that. You know? Didn't try to make the video perfect, nothing. I just took out my phone, recorded. Bro, I posted that shit, I switched off my phone, I was so scared. I was like a little kid, I was like, fuck, I'm only gonna check my phone the next day. You know? And like, bro, it was like, fuck, I'm finally conquering fear. And what started happening was after that, fear started coming in, you know? And I think it's because I started making so much progress with myself. The fact that I could just sit down, pop a phone up, and not really give a fuck. You know, that energy of fear, it's kind of like another side to you, bro. It's kind of the side that the world wants to build for you, you know? And it's getting agitated from this growth that you're making. It's getting agitated at the steps that you're taking in life towards the decisions you want to make, you know, your reality that you're building for yourself. There's this anger. There's a genuine, hey, bro, it's this aggression that it has towards you. You know, fear starts to fear you, bro. The more that it starts to, you start to feel it, starts to play in your life, the more progress you're making, it starts to fear you at the end of the day, man. So yeah, this past week, since yesterday, bro, I've just been feeling a whole lot of fear, man. It's been on my chest, but I've been just trying to, stay grounded, stay present. constantly meditating. Like, I remember on Thursday, I think I meditated like 3 days in a row, bro. I mean, like 3 times in a row during a day. In the morning, at the park, at night. Just trying to constantly stay present, bro. So, man, you cannot allow fear, man, just to control you, to control your decisions. It's been created by other people to prevent you from building your own reality, to prevent you from aligning with your purpose and finding your purpose. That's the whole point. That's why it's constantly being created around us. That's why people's bullshit opinions are like, they want people's bullshit opinions to affect you so much. They want you to think or care so much what other people think all the time. That's what they want. They want you to care so much. Yeah, bro, you cannot let this thing control you, man. You know what I'm saying? Allow it. You see it. You can acknowledge it. You can acknowledge the fear, see it, but don't allow it to control you. Don't allow it to take over who you are and what you want to do, man. Like, you don't want to live this life in regret, because of fear. Just because you didn't try. Just because you didn't try to align with yourself. Just because you didn't try to see and perceive the world in a different way. Just because you didn't try to ensure that fear doesn't become a factor in your decisions. That's why. And you're going to live in regrets. You don't want to live like that. There are people dead right now. Dead. Watching me speak about this shit. Regretting. I'm telling you, bro. People are tossing and turning in their graves because they're living in regrets. You don't want to be that person. You don't want to be that person that allowed fear to control them constantly. Do you want to be that person? You can answer that in the comment section. You can answer, do you want to be that person? You can answer that down below. Do you want to be that person that allows fear to constantly control them and determine, decisions that they make in their life? Do you want to be that person? Answer that for me. Yeah, man, look at this, bro. Look where I'm at right now. This is because I didn't allow fear to control me. I kid you not. The beauty in life I'm seeing. I'm at the ocean right now. I'm literally by the beach. The waves are behind me, crashing. Wind is blowing in my ears, like it's beautiful. Fear, man. Fear. Don't allow it to control you, man. Live for who you want to be. Don't be afraid to be yourself. That's another thing, is like people want to be afraid to be themselves because of fear, because, again, they're worried about society. But when you think about where society and where all the things come from, it's been built by people that want to control us. They want to put these narratives in our head. They want to put these expectations in our head, so that we feel like we constantly had to be doing these things. And when you don't abide by these things that the world has created for us, it creates a feeling of what? Fear. So you constantly run back to what they expect of you. They constantly run back to what you feel like is okay to other people. What aligns with you, bro? What do you see that works for you? At the end of the day, it's about you. You know what I'm saying? I always like to say fuck other people, Fuck other people, but always be respectful. Respect everyone around you, no matter what they have. Respect people. Love people around you. But fuck, you know what I'm saying? Allowing them to determine who you want to be one day. But comment down below if you're going to allow fear to control who you are, determine who you are. End of the day, the story is about you. This game is about you. Live it, love it, learn in it, constantly grow. It's always up and down. Fear, I don't know if it leaves or not, I'll be honest. I don't know. I'm still 20. I'm still trying to figure this shit out. But that's the whole point. This is a journey. You're not supposed to know everything. You're not supposed to have everything you're not supposed to understand everything. The point is to figure it out on the way. They always say pressure makes diamonds. That's real pressure, bro. Not knowing anything. Being in an uncomfortable space the whole time. That's real pressure. That's real pressure.